talk about the Puma.
Alright.
So you had a lot of stuff at the beginning you said about the Puma. Now with this whole tier was like partially done.
I don't know. I think it deserves. I would put it personally in high B, low A.
That's what I was thinking too, like high B.
Yeah.
Out of the four cloakers, it's a tie between the Puma and the Raven for me on which one is the most usable, or takes the least effort for new players and for people who are more knowledgeable in the game. The thing about the Puma that I don't think I mentioned before was that it's also really dependent on team composition, because if you don't have a team comp that has a lot of long-range weaponry, the Puma struggles, because you're just gonna get eaten alive by other mechs.
The Raven kind of does to an extent, but not to the does.
Yeah. I mean, you have your PPCs, which are always good, but you only have your PPCs, and that's the problem. Compared to the Raven, which LRMs are a lot more forgiving than PPCs. So, I'll include what you said at the beginning about the Puma in this part, just so we don't have to like waste a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Because everything that you said was valid, and I want to use it. So, final verdict on the Puma, I feel like would be
high B. I agree.
I would put it above everything in here. Yeah, everything in here. Oh god. Okay, you're not gonna like the one that comes next, or maybe you will. I don't know. Yep, everyone's favorite Uber. It's the Rag. That's going in S tier. No questions asked. Okay, I don't want to shut down all discussion about the Rag, but...
I thought you grabbed that. My bad.
It's fine, it's fine.
I love how you guys said that you wanted to have like more serious matches or whatever a couple of minutes ago, and now I'm just taking it back that I'm absolutely unprepared to do just for the lulz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
What can I say? I suck at hammers and I chose the bubble. It's the fate that I have chosen.
Uh-oh.
There are a few things I have to say about the Rag that might, like, change your position on it. Because, again, it's a carry mech. But it's also the easiest carry mech to pick up. Because Gauss, LRMs, disgusting combo, lava gun, massive damage, you got your shields, and it's still an assault mech. It's an Uber. It is quite literally the most brain-dead Uber there exists, because you have to think, at least you have to think a second before you fire those hammers off. But with the Ragnarok, it's just automatic, like, oh, look at the enemy, Goss, look at the enemy, LRM, and then you just cycle through them over and over again.
You're also not
you do have to time the lava in a specific way to actually get a good hit on it, as far as the lava gun goes. But in close range, it's a done deal by the time you pull the trigger.
Yeah, and you're not gonna tell me that the lava gun is harder to aim than the hammer.
No, absolutely not.
At least if you're aiming it at the ground. And if you're aiming the lava gun at your enemy, you're playing it wrong.
To use the lava gun properly, you have to time it basically. You have to fire not at where your enemy is, but at where your enemy is going to be.
And you also have to remember.
And you need to match their speed too. If they're running in a parallel direction, you have to match your speed and fire it, and actually fire it where they're going to be, and actually get like a full hit off when they're moving, which can be a little tricky. But you also have on the Rag, you have Gauss, and Gauss is very effective on its own, and then you have quad LRMs on top of that. The only thing the Rag suffers in is its lack of speed, but that's to be expected of an assault mech, And the only place where the lack of speed becomes a problem, I believe, is like in Grinder.
Yeah.
So yeah, the rag's basically like that. The rag's an Uber mech, and it belongs in an Uber mech tier. It doesn't take very much skill to master. It's just like the timing of a shield is probably the hardest thing to master for rag because you have to take into consideration like network latency to get the shield timing down to a